Get back, click, clap, blast.
Well, good evening and welcome. It is Sunday evening, which means only one thing. It's DJ Joker on the decks for the next 2 hours on copyradio.net, playing dance music and talking nonsense. That's right, Sunday night coming at ya. Here we go.
me take the night I love real easy. And I know that you still wanna see me. On the Sunday morning music real loud. Let me love you while the moon is still out. Something in you lit up heaven in me. The feeling won't let me sleep. Cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. I look like all you need.
Calvin Harris and Dua Lipa. This is the Rehab extended mix of One Kiss. Prior to that, you're listening to I Like It Loud. Tiesto, John Christian featuring Marshall Masters and the ultimate something or other, because it doesn't all quite fit on my screen. So there you go.
I just wanna feel your skin on mine. Feel your eyes do the exploring. Passion in the message when you smile. Take my time. Something in you lit up heaven in me. The feeling won't let me sleep. Cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. I look like all you need. I look like all you need.
DJ Joker.
Yeah, the great sounds of Nicky Romero, Duality. Big tunes on a Sunday evening. You know it makes sense. Kopimiradio.net. Spinning those tunes right up till 9 p.m. Then Mazanga von Badman takes over. And you know what happens then? Mashed Up Mayhem. That's right. We have got your Sunday nights covered.
You're listening to DJ Joker in the mix.
Wow, check that out. A bit of Rio. Samba de Janeiro by Leonardo da Silva, and also the Rio extended mix by Blasterjaxx, which, funny enough, was the same tune, remixed slightly differently. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. You know, it's kind of, hey, I just remixed this. Great. Can I copy your homework? Yeah, but just change it enough so it doesn't seem, you know, too similar. Da 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 da. Does that sound familiar, or does that sound familiar? Good big tunes all up until 9 PM on kopimiradio.net. DJ Joker on the decks right now, talking to you on the microphone. Look, that's me tapping the microphone. This is me licking the microphone. This is me balancing the microphone on my head. No, I'm not really. It's Anton Delvik and Solvth, that's S-O-V-T-H, a track called Gravity.
Heavy.
It is. On the other line right now, as you may have just heard by his dulcet tones, the man that we all love, Mazanga von Batman. Good evening.
Good evening, DJ Joker.
I've got to say, shout out to Emerson Wayne, who I think is a psychic, I think, because he literally dropped onto the video and said, "Evening Joker and Batman." Although I think he means Batman, but somewhere along the line, obviously he had a bit of a moment and thought, yeah, I think they'll be doing a show this evening with each other. I just have a feeling. So, yeah.
Could be.
Good evening to you, Emerson Wayne, and your psychic abilities. We are most impressed by this because we literally only decided to do this, what, 3 minutes ago? Now.
Now.
However long it takes you to install Skype on a computer, that's how long we've been thinking about it.
There you go.
Let me leave you with this for a second. It's the Riddle extended remix by Bassjackers, but without any lyrics, which is a bit disappointing, because I really wanted to hear the lyric-y version, but hey, what can you do? That is pretty good. The riddle extended mix, Bass Jackers. What I want though is lyrics on the next one, please. Bass Jackers, if you're listening, lyrics, please. Well, you know, we have got some big hitters listening this evening, Maz. Fuga have been in touch.
Yes, Fuga. F-U Fuga.
Yeah. Yeah. F-U Fuga.
F-U Fuga, yes. And the everlasting F-U Sony.
Yeah. It's Fuga aggregation across the nation.
Yeah, man.
Rights manager for music blocks your video because it may contain content that they own. It may.
Yes. You may have broken the law, so we'll put you in prison.
Yeah, I've just seen a post up from a mutual friend of ours, Maz, and I wondered, have you actually forwarded on, you know, the special letter that I wrote for you?
Yes, I absolutely did forward on that wonderful special letter, and it seems that by chance I was approved.
Ah, wonderful! Because I've just seen a post from him, which is just 3 words that I'm not going to read out on air because even I think that that's a little bit what.
I'll read them. Give me the address. I do the dirty stuff.
Yeah, my mum said the other day when she was listening, she said there was a lot of swearing in your last show, and you know she didn't say it, but you could just tell that she meant,
the look in her eye.
Yeah.
You know her looks.
Yeah, it was a disappointed look. It was just a little bit of disappointment there.
Sheer disappointment.
Yeah.
I thought I brought you up better.
Yeah. Do you know, not far off that look at all, actually. Yes.
Yeah, that look echoes in my memory. Yes, it does. That look.
Oh, brilliant. So, great news then. Great news. So you will have yet another project to be playing with. Yes,
another project, and maybe this will help me expand my virtual juggling act.
Virtual juggling, the internet guru that is Mazanga von Badman on every platform across the planet and on every station across the planet.
Well, you could only die trying, you know what I'm saying? Too old to have more kids, which I wanted to, because I just can't take their shit no more, so I'll try this. Yeah. Have lots of babies on the internet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just leave a trail of stuff on the internet. I think that's a great idea. I was thinking about this the other day, actually, with the... we talked about this before on air, the virtual world of archaeology, but in the virtual world. And, you know, in 100 years' time, the internet will still be there. There's no doubt. Yes. And people will be, you know, mining for old web pages that your grandfather made, you know, about why he likes to fly kites or something. Yes. You know, that's pretty cool, I think. But if you can leave a trail of stuff for your future generations to find, it'd be so much better than saying, oh look, I found an old photo, but to actually pick something up and say, hey, check it out, it's great grandfather DJ Joker.
I totally agree with you, and this is part of like the reason and rationale why I try and spread everything all over the place in so many places. Is that's basically what I'm trying to do. Yeah, you leave a footprint, you know. I mean, the real world, you get no acknowledgement, nothing's written down except what you write down, and this is the place that stores it forever and ever.
Yeah, no, definitely. Sorry for being distant just for a second. I was scratching a piece of vinyl and in the mix, you know, whilst talking, you know.
Scratch and mix, the consummate professional.
Who says that men can't multitask? I'm sorry.
Women who can't multitask. Well, actually, giving you a compliment and then smacking your face, that's not called multitasking. So.
Okay. I won't be doing that anymore then.
There you go.
Okay, let's leave this one playing for a second. This is called Switch. It's by Blaster Jacks and Bass Jackers. So it's a cool track. Check it out. Well, there we go. A track called Yabba by SWACQ, or as I like to call him, Swakwa.
You and the names. Love that.
Yeah, coming up next, the extended mix of Get Down by Quintino and Kirby. See, I love these people. I can pronounce that every day of the week. It's like it's like a cross between Quentin Tarantino and they come up with Quintino, you see. So Quintino. I get that. And Kirby, hooray! Kirby, nice and easy. Bristolian accent loves the R in that. Kirby. Kirby is a bit like having scurvy when you're at sea. Which apparently is tax-free, I've learned recently. Thanks very much for nobody telling me this until very recently. And I'm too old to join the bloody Navy now, so thanks.
Tie that in right there, man.
Yeah.
And if you work fixing ships at sea, would that also count?
Do you know what? What a great idea. Mind
yeah,
you,
we have a few waterproofing problems on our boat. We're the Grand Bahamas. Could you, like, pop over?
No problem at all. I'll be on my jet right now.
I was thinking more of I'll just put my cape on and I'll be there in a second.
Dun, dun, dun.
There, dun, dun, dun.
Oh dear, I've missed the boat on so many things this evening, pun intended. So a couple of things. So first of all, Facebook feed, we've been kicked again. Clearly we don't do enough talking or something, and so Facebook then have a moment of not liking us.
Yes.
So,
but hey, they never miss us.
No, they don't. I mean, Sony, every single week Sony are on and saying, hey, how are you? It's nice to hear from new listeners, Fuga.
But you may have content that we own.
Yes, I mean, to be honest with you, I've come up with quite a few acronyms for Fuga myself now, what it might stand for. None of them are broadcastable, unfortunately.
Especially if it starts with FU.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's great. Although, what's the other people? Universal, whatever the hell people, blah blah blah. They've seemed to have gone to ground recently. So that's
and then in about 3 weeks after they finish blocking, then I get an email that says, "Oh yeah, by the way, your video is available now."
Yeah.
I'm like, gee, thanks. It would have been nice 3 weeks ago if you would have left it alone.
Yep, when I was actually live.
Live, exactly.
Yeah, instead of this kind of death that I am now. So I see lots of interesting stuff going on in the world. I saw some interesting, what's the word I'm looking for here? Some interesting toing
stuff.
and froing in the chat box the other day. That was quite interesting. I've given up on Spreaker and the Anon crowd at the moment, just simply because for the last 2 weeks no one has actually listened to me. So I was like,
so I have the same thing here. I have to get in touch with them and tell them that they can have their 2 hours back. Yeah,
so I'm like, well, you know, I'm always up for this sort of stuff, but on the same basis, you know, why would I put myself through, you know, the hard work involved if you have no listener base? So
absolutely,
I've kind of given that a bit of a miss, to be honest with you, and looking for the next big thing, whatever that may be. So yeah, stick with copyradio.net, the home of the best mashups and remixes on the planet, because we seem to have it covered if nobody else does.
Absolutely agree with you.
Which is all good. So, yeah, but of course you're going to go and do other things as well, so that's quite exciting.
Well, it's not really other things. It's just I gotta, like, fill my days with doing stuff instead of, like, doing nothing. So it's kind of like an opportunity for me to test myself.
Yeah.
And maybe to learn a little bit more about how things are done.
Yeah, and I think you're going into the world of you know, shall we say, you know, I want to use professional producing.
Yeah.
I think that's quite interesting to be able to have a go at that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of nice, and again, a little bit of input and pushing and this, and yeah. It also helps well round you in the broadcast area, because again, you see stuff from a different angle. Yeah.
It's one of those things where you just get that opportunity, roll with it, make something interesting happen, and you know, sort of, I know, grow the network. I mean, that's that.
This is again what I'm thinking of, is to grow the network and to try and branch out and to whoever accepts what I have to give.
Yeah.
Or, you know, for that matter.
And these guys, I mean, to be fair, I mean, are extremely entertaining normally anyway. So
Yeah. They're,
with you on board, oh my God.
Yeah, they have a good flow, and I mean, it's really, most of the stuff is about nothing, and it's just like hanging out kind of stuff with input from the internet, and yeah, it's always nice.
And it's always great when the internet is your playground.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I have bully protection.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, right, okay. So, what else should we talk about? What should we find in the world to entertain ourselves this evening as we have?
Jeez, I don't know. We were doing pretty good on the catch-up game, but you know, you want to be adventurous. It's all good.
Yeah, if only
we
people
haven't
lived,
like jibber-jabbered in quite a while, actually.
if
I
only
mean,
people
everybody's
lived as a
busy with
character.
their stuff.
It says from our new mutual friend, if only people lived as the character they play on Facebook, the world would be a lot less shitty.
Yes.
That's quite an interesting take. Very cynical, of course.
But that's assuming that all the people play some other role on Facebook and are not like the dreaded SOB that they are on Facebook.
Yeah, whereas, of course, I am completely the same in real life as I am here. I mean, that's...
Yeah, I believe you are. All that except your comic book name.
Yes, absolutely. All
Yeah.
except that. So, which is all good. And you know, one of the things I have noted recently is that because we are so internationally renowned, I have a lot of international type people
Yes.
who are now part of my sort of Facebook world. So my news feed is really kind of got all kinds of stuff, and it's fine when it's text because you can hit the translate button on
Yeah,
on Facebook.
this is one of my pet peeves that
Yeah.
you're coming up to right now.
So, and I'm like, all right, okay, yeah, that's fine. So I understand what the joke is. But,
Yeah.
But just recently, of course, memes are a massive thing on the internet.
Oh, yes, they are.
And I have a meme that I think is in Italian.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And our good friend, in fact, our good friend of the show, Francesco Lombardo.
Francesco, yes,
Yeah.
he kills me
Yeah.
sometimes.
Has put this this bikini-clad girl on there, and it says, "I memoli il nome mio, Scherzini porco dio." Now, I am sure that is hilarious. I bet it's a really, really funny meme.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't speak Italian. And
yeah.
I'm too lazy to type that in because I need to copy and paste it because, you know, Control C, Control V, you know.
Absolutely.
But there's no way of doing that off of a picture, and so I will scroll past this picture now and think to myself, I wonder what that was all about. It could be the funniest joke ever. We've missed something.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I just
Well, for the little Italian that I do know, it was something about her breasts and oh my fucking god or something like that. Ki porco is like the like fuck, and Dio would be a god, you know,
right,
kind
okay.
of thing. So in little snippets. Yeah. So I thought of something also because that's like the typical problem. Francesco posts something and he posts some interesting stuff, and it's always good to translate, but again, these memes in foreign languages.
Can I just interrupt just for 1 second? Just want to interrupt for 1 second. Mum, don't listen to the last like 30 seconds of this broadcast. Just skip past it till you get back to after this part because Maz is going to swear. Right, that's fine, mate. You carry on.
She doesn't play it backwards. You should have said that before I opened my mouth. Now it's sorry, Mom. I didn't mean that. I was translating. I learned that in school.
You did not learn that in school. You lie.
Well, it's for Mom, man. Don't get me in trouble with your parents, man. I can do that all by myself.
Yeah, it's all him. It's nothing to do with me.
It is. That disapproving look, it was from your mom to you and transferred to me, because it was probably my fault that the verbiage was flying.
Oh dear. But no, getting back on point, it is annoying.
I do agree with you that foreign language meme is like a really tough one, but I thought maybe if you could like download the picture and you throw it into the images of Google, maybe you could find another one with the same meme in English or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try some. No. I was going to, and then I've chickened out. I can't be bothered with it, to be honest with you. Right, okay, so
I'll find the solution. I'll relay the solution to you.
Yeah,
and we'll all be good.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of know, but no.
No.
Thing. Daytime fireworks are now a thing, apparently. They just look like normal fireworks, which are just smoky.
Puffs of smoke, yeah.
Oh, colourful smoke, though.
Oh, I know that. I've heard of this guy who does like a computer programmed smoke fireworks show kind of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he makes like rainbows and different. He could like create a whole bunch of stuff with these little explosions of smoke.
I've just seen that via Mind Freaking Blown, which are a page basically.
Oh, okay. See,
So
I don't follow many pages.
no, well, I have, as I said to you, I've got so many friends in inverted commas. It should be called like, you know, they're not friends, they're acquaintances.
Acquaintances,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm not friends with these people. I just happen to know them, or they've reached out to me in the past.
Yeah.
But no, it's interesting because obviously people do share things that they're interested in, and so
Yes.
I get a really good. Oh, I'll tell you what. Schmolly has put up an amazing meme. Let's see if I can get the underlying tone of this. Alexa, spiel Heilen Fischer. Nein, wann sie wie intelligent dies Gatter Mitterwil von Gröden sind. Which sounds hilarious, doesn't it?
That reminds me of that Monty Python sketch.
Oh, the joke that can't be
Yeah,
read
the
out.
joke that
It kills.
ended the world, or the most funniest joke in the world, or something like that.
They used it as a weapon in the Second World War.
Exactly, and you have the German screaming at the top of his lungs, you know, whatever he's screaming.
But then the Germans tried to come up with their own version, and it was
Exactly.
because allegedly Germans don't have humor. I wouldn't know.
Humor, yeah, that was kind of the whole point of it.
But it was, my dog's got no nose. How does it smell?
Smell very badly. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, brilliant. So there you go. I hate those. I've just seen something else here. One of these other videos that get me. You know the one where some homeless guy's in the street and a bloke goes up to them who's like mega rich and goes, I'm hungry, can I have a sandwich? And he gives them like the last sandwich, and he gives them like $100 or whatever.
$100, yeah.
And you're like, oh, well, that's fantastic. He's now no longer homeless. Oh, wait, yes, he is.
Yes, he is,
and
yeah.
you've exploited
he's
him.
so nice. No, he isn't. That was cruel.
Yeah, you've exploited that man. How dare
Twice. Yeah, exactly. I think that's disgusting, but yeah.
What do you reckon? Get out of the way or tear this mother down?
Always tear this mother down.
Okay. Let's do that then. Oh yeah, this looks like fun. Let's see if we can get this into the mix somehow.
I have just made things complicated.
Yes. There we go. Let's just...
Thank you very much.
Just to prove that I can.
Yes. That's the whole purpose of doing it.
There we go. In the mix there, on the back of Brazil Connect, which is just by Coutinho all by himself. This is Tear This Mother Down by Chocolate Puma and Tommy Sunshine. Ooh, Tommy Sunshine.
Chocolate Puma.
It's hardcore as hell. Check this out. You're listening to copyradio.net, Mazanga Von Badman and DJ Joker on the air at the same time. Can the internet handle it? I don't know.
sing out like an animal. Maybe we can meet in the middle of the night again. Every time you look at me, do you see a light flash before your eyes? Maybe we are all we need, so I'm gonna run until I'm by your side. And I say, maybe we can meet in the middle and begin again. Maybe we can meet in the middle and begin again. Maybe we can meet in the middle and begin again. I feel some kind of warning in my heart, like it's a lie. So I call out like a prisoner. Maybe we can meet in the middle of the night again. Every time you look at me, do you see a light flash before your eyes? Maybe we are all we need, so I'm gonna run until I'm by your side. And I say, maybe we can meet in the middle and begin again. Maybe we can meet in the middle and begin again. Maybe we can meet in the middle and begin again. Maybe we can meet in the middle and begin again.
Begin Again by Thomas Gold, the Tom Star extended remix. This is Revolution Drums coming at you next. It's by Abel Ramos, or Abel Ramos.
Abel Ramos.
Abel.
Ableton.
Abel, yeah. Abel Ramos. I wonder what Abel was named after. It's like Abel Ramos. It sounds like something's being forcefully inserted
His
somewhere.
sister Enable came first. Oh no, that's Annabelle. Sorry.
Of course, whilst in the mix as well, because that's how I roll.
Always.
Yeah, it's all good. So, have you seen the video of Ariana Grande singing at Aretha Franklin's funeral?
No, and that would not be one of the videos that I would tend to watch, to be honest, unless it's like spectacular, which it probably isn't.
Well, no, it's not. But what is hilarious is actually Bill Gates sat behind her while she's singing, pretty much perving all over her. I mean, literally, you can see him.
That's spectacular.
Yeah, you can see him drooling, and I believe he is sat next to somebody rather important, and I can't remember his bloody name now. Isn't that terrible? Really, really important.
No, it's not that terrible, and it serves them right for being so important that you can forget their name.
Let's have a look and see if weekend.
Watch Bill Gates drool.
Yeah, well, not necessarily that. What I'm actually trying to do was because the memes at the moment with Bill Gates have been hilarious. It's not Bill Gates. Who am I talking about? It's not Bill Gates. Start again, Jeremy.
Well, it's his fault anyway.
Who is it? Who is it? You know, the guy who used to be the president at one point and is married to Hillary.
Bill Clitoris.
Yes.
Clinton.
Yes, that's it. You've got it in one or two or maybe six. That's how long
Six,
it took.
yeah. Double time.
The Fox News panel accuses Bill Clinton of leering at Ariana Grande.
Well, they've accused him of a lot worse, so.
Yeah, but it's true.
I just think he was checking her just for stains.
Oh dear, it is so funny though, because at one point he looks like he's asleep, and then she comes out with the microphone, and he's awake, he's smiling.
It's the booty. It's
yeah,
the booty.
It was just like one of those wow, wow.
God love you, Bill.
Yeah.
I think he was the best president.
Well,
He was a horn dog, and he didn't make no bits about nothing.
no, this is very, very true. Very true. And you know, at the end of the day, what's it? All gawking. Bill Clinton gawked at Ariana Grande. Cool.
Well, I mean, you know, if you're a dude and that's your thing, generally guys like to look. So, you know, more power to them.
At a funeral? Come on, Maz.
Oh, right. It was a funeral. I'm like, you know, Super Bowl, what?
No, it was Aretha Franklin's funeral, for God's sake.
Oh, I thought it was like a tribute. That's how into everything I have
She's
been.
literally in a casket, like 5 feet away from
Wow. Bill. Damn. Dude. But hey, a horn dog's a horn dog, you know what I'm saying?
I just love the way that the write-up is. I mean, this is a UK newspaper. This is a Daily Mail. But Bill Clinton couldn't keep his eyes off Ariana Grande as the singer performed at Aretha Franklin's funeral on Friday.
I'm kind of like wondrous that they didn't call him Silly Billy.
Yes. As the 25-year-old belted out the words to the Franklin classic, "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman," the former United States president could be seen staring at her.
Plus, I think in Bill's heart, he desires a natural woman. Done deal.
It's gross. Watch
And
Bill
he'll take
Clinton
him cold or hot.
look at Ariana Grande up and down when she sings at Aretha Franklin funeral and try not to throw up in your mouth, said comedian Tim Young.
They said that?
Yeah.
I love the guy.
I'm trying to see who he's sat next to, and it's there's just nothing there.
That's pretty funny that they even wrote. I felt like throwing up in my mouth.
Yeah. Grande,
Good, that's hilarious.
Here we go. And then they have a pop at her mind because it's her fault because of what she was wearing. Grande's choice of funeral attire drew criticism as the singer wore a tiny black dress with her signature ponytail, along with a pair of black stilettos. Oh my
nice.
God. Oh, that's
at Bill Clinton's request.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
But
that's very funny. I wonder like how the American media portrayed that, you know?
The one thing which was just absolutely mental though about the whole thing is that now has become the story, as opposed to Ariana Grande, who is an immense vocalist in her own right. Has had this kind of, I don't know, stain on this performance, and no pun intended, I promise.
Yeah, you got like that.
But, you know, you look at that and you think, oh, what a shame, because that's now the story, as opposed to,
exactly.
Didn't she do a lovely version of one of Aretha's songs?
Yes, I totally agree with you. But again, this is the way of the mass media. It's like always the lowest common denominator wins.
Yep.
So regardless of who was there and why they were there, it's always the biggest asshole who catches the banner of the press piece. To be honest.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that in the news. I'm really going for it tonight, aren't I?
Well, no, that was a good story. I wouldn't have known otherwise. See?
Yeah, there we go. Well, yeah, but then if we put a bucket of things that you don't know about what's going on in the world,
it would like overflow easy.
Yeah, it's a big bucket. Let's just put it that way.
Really. Mr. Creosote in his bucket.
How about this? A friend of mine has put up: if you found a bat in your kitchen sink, what would you do? So, I suppose, like, first of all, you've got to look at this from two different ways, haven't you?
Are you hungry or are you not?
Well, what sort of bat is it? Because if it's a baseball bat, okay, then you might just remove it and put it with your other sporting goods.
Sporting goods, yes, and as well as a cricket bat too.
Yes, because if it's a cricket bat, and I've recently been to actual real live cricket, that was an experience.
Yes, I saw that post. I was like, oh my God, is he doing drugs?
No, I don't think that's something that happens at cricket grounds, but hey, you never know.
No, I mean that you were at a cricket ground. That took me as like,
well, the thing
do
is,
I really know you?
well, the opportunity came up.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
never
that
been.
I understood.
I've never been. I make no excuse for the fact I knew nothing about cricket. And yet the opportunity came up. So like, do you know what? Yeah, I'd love to go. So off we went. It was brilliant. It was what they call 2020, which means they have to do so many things in 20 overs. See, I have been paying attention. But they've got like flamethrowers and dancing girls and things. It's really like, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, it's Super Bowl-ish as cricket could get, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, so every time somebody like caught a ball or hit it for a six, there you go. Those are both things.
A six?
Yeah.
My God, my head is spinning.
I know. Then basically flames come out around the stadium. You're like, whoa, what's going on?
Wow.
So yeah, it was an interesting experience. So yeah, that was my take on that. I got to wear a yellow wig because I was supporting the Birmingham Bears. That's where I was sat apparently. Go Bears.
Yeah, right. Go Bears or else.
Admittedly, I can't tell you right now who they were playing. But I
Some other animal.
Yeah, I do believe Reds won. That was the one thing I did take away from it. Whoever the Reds were, they won.
They won.
Yeah, I don't think Yellows won, which I think was who I was supporting. So, you know, and
Is there any like typical food that people eat at cricket matches, or is like bring your own picnic and vodka?
Yeah, no, we're in the UK, mate. So what the beautiful thing about the UK is that there's a fish and chips stand on site. Fish and chips, governor. Oh yes, please. So
extra vinegar.
But actually, what we did was we didn't eat at the ground, and actually went for a curry afterwards, which is a good English food.
Oh, that's that's pretty good stuff.
Oh, it was. I I'm never quite sure about the pronunciation, but Rogan Josh, I believe. And that was with big chunks of lamb. And I thought of you just for a second, because I thought, if I tell Maz about this, he'll say to me, you should have had goat, it would be more tastier.
Yeah, I love goat. I love goat, but lamb is very nice.
It was
goat
lovely.
Makes it spectacular, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of people may not agree, but
I asked for a naan bread. Now, when I have curry at home and we have a naan bread, it's kind of the size of my hand. That's how big a naan bread is. This thing came out, it was like a dustbin lid. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure if they had any ethics in their Indian cooking, they bake it there by themselves in their tandoori oven.
Yeah, no, absolutely. In the background right now, we're listening to Wake Me Up, which is the EDX Miami Sunset mix, which is by the late Avicii, which is quite sad to say, to be honest with you. It's definitely gone before his time. He had a lot of stuff still left in him, I reckon.
I'm sure, but years. You know, the road to self-destruction is an easy bus to catch, you know.
Yeah, you're right there, definitely. So up in the mix next, Kaze, Kaaze, which could also be pronounced as Kaz. Kaz.
Name that artist in one syllable.
I'm Coming Home. Not literally, that's the name of the track, by the way. That's
I'll be there.
Yeah, if you're interested. So if you found a cricket bat in a sink, what would you do? Well, again, you take it out of the sink and maybe put it with your cricket gear, paraphernalia. I don't know. However, let's go down a more interesting bat route. So let's say it's a, creature of the night, that type of bat.
Dun dun dun.
So, what would you do, Maz, if you were, at home?
Well, I would catch it up and set it free, but if a bat would be in my sink as a wild animal, because I've had to chase bats in rooms and beds and a whole bunch of places.
Wow.
Yeah, I would be very careful of approaching an animal that's like not flying around trying to get the out.
Sure.
And that save was for Mum. That was a self-edit right there.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And so
don't think I don't care.
Yeah. and she'll love that as well.
It will be greatly appreciated.
Although I'm pretty much convinced now she's not listening to the shows in the right order.
Well, you never know. She has quite a backlog, you know.
Well, it's true. But not one conversation about Blue Bear. Not one conversation. So,
I was almost positive that she would avoid that one, you know.
Well,
I mean,
she might have mentioned it, surely. Just a little. Hey, I caught that show when you talk about the bear. Fancy remembering
while you
that.
were getting her the cup of tea and couldn't hear in the kitchen. I'm sure mothers are like that. They have skills, man.
It's true. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, we may have.
One day the truth will come out.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping that she has just missed it, but or as you say, she's avoiding it, the
you
issue.
never know. Moms are tricky ladies, man.
So I'm gonna because we're doing a bit of talking, I'm just gonna push out a live broadcast. So I'm calling you Max now as well, Max.
Max sounds familiar.
Yeah. And then let's put that as the title as well, and then that's wonderful, and then let's cross post it to
you're going back on Facebook?
Yeah, for everyone.
Alright.
And then just do that, and then just click on that, and then so anyway, fuck Facebook.
Exactly. See, they knock you off. I try my hardest just to go back to be annoying, you know. So Sony and all the FUs can, you know,
Fuga.
Bite me. I
don't. Yeah, it's just one of those annoyances at the moment that creative people who aren't actually earning any money from anything that we do.
Yes.
And we have no commercial gain whatsoever, and yet for some god-known reason, you know, the big players just want you gone, and it's kind of, you know what, we're the people who tell other people about this stuff.
And the interesting part of all of this is, I'm sure some of the music that you play and some of the music that I play, like in the popular stream of what these big companies want to try and make money off of. And the interesting thing is the artist that I play, and if it's a remix, the artist that you play, they actually own the copyright to that piece of music.
Yeah.
So where does Sony come in? I really don't have any idea, because I'm telling you, 3 weeks later, oh no, MG whatever released their copyright claim on your thing, but it may, you know.
Yeah.
We're stopping your video because your video stream may contain, but it doesn't. You didn't even look.
Yeah.
It's all green and messed up. Come on, man, with stickers on it. You know. So again, you're absolutely right, but it's easy to like give up and okay, yeah, you're all right. They knock you down. I'll give you 2 for the next one.
Yeah, precisely. So we've got enough material to talk about nothing, haven't we? So we don't need their help anyway. But,
no, we don't.
You know,
we don't need that input. No, we don't.
What I do like to do is to be able to say, hey, do you know what? I enjoy this music and I want to share it with you guys. And
absolutely,
that's what I want to do.
And under copyright law, that is legal. It's called fair use, and you're opening up something as news, as a post for a discussion, and this is why we have the chat box on the side. Yeah. You know, people are invited to talk about the music. Exactly. And if you like it and have the money, you should buy it. If not, go download it on the internet. Prove a point. Hey, listen, prove a point.
Well, I read a very interesting article the other day, and it was about game piracy, and it was can you afford the game? It was like, no. Then download it, and enjoy the game, and give us some feedback. But when you can afford it, then we'd expect you to pay for it.
Purchase it.
And it was like a little flow chart, and it was very interesting. And then basically there was only one scenario where you were a pirate, which was basically that you could actually afford it. There was no problem with it, and that you should actually go and get it. I mean, you know, bootlegging has been going on since people were able to copy cassette tapes, and before then wax cylinders.
And even before that, we've proved that with many ideas that are out there and brand new, and there is no such thing as new.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so whatever. So
It's just another annoyance, you know. But again, you gotta prove the point. You can't knuckle under and let them win.
No. Let's do something funny. What should we do? Let's do something funny. I think your recommendation letter to music would be brilliant, and then you can capture this bit of video, and then you can play it back, and you can say, look, he's even done it properly.
Yeah, yeah, that would be and video.
Yeah, Benny Hill music though.
No, again with the Benny Hill. Yes, because I'm English.
Yes, Benny Hill music, because I think that makes sense, doesn't it?
To someone somewhere.
He's got an interesting surname though as well, hasn't he? Is it Relford or is it Relaford? Like
Relaford, I would think
like,
it
like
would
elephant,
be.
Relaford.
Relevant, yeah.
Yeah.
A Refalung.
Buttons and knobs
He's a
and
pretty
things.
cool dude. I mean, you know, he does his thing. He has talkability and stuff like that.
That's right. You hear to hear first. He does his thing. Yes.
He does. But it's good as you do your thing and I do my thing, you know? We do our things together.
Yeah, context is so important. It really,
Yeah, of course
really
it is.
Oh,
And
that's-
if you thought anything else, you have a filthy mind.
absolutely. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare
Yeah.
you. Hang on a second. Let's
Good day.
Good day, sir.
I said good day, sir.
Here we go. So right, hang on. Let's from the beginning, shall we? So this next segment is going to be entitled, if you're ready for this, it's going to be entitled Maz's Letter of Recommendation.
Yay.
So, with the right theme music behind, or should we go for I don't know. How about
I would think not Benny Hill because
I know.
I don't know. I think
Top
like
10
maybe
music.
like the Matrix kind of thing.
No, top 10 music. Let's do that instead. Yep, you got it. Here it comes.
That one. All right.
Dear Mr. Relaford, I am writing to you and I hope you will look favourably on the application of my close colleague Mazanga von Batman for the position of producer. I've known Maz for the last 5 years, first making his acquaintance whilst working at Splash Radio. More recently, we've worked together at Kopimi Radio and both have worked at Vibe FM, a UK-based radio station. Mazanga is in the broadest terms a real all-rounder. We refer to him as the internet guru. Whether he was promoting shows, increasing Twitter and Facebook market penetration, or producing his own show, Maz continued to dominate and excel in the digital platform. This includes both audio and video. He is a presenter of the highest quality in his own right. I have had the pleasure of his guidance and expertise whilst growing my own radio persona. As such, I have no hesitancy whatsoever to highly recommend him for the position without reservation. If you would like any further information on our working relationship or indeed anything else pertaining to his application, please don't hesitate to contact me. Yours sincerely, DJ Joker.
Nice.
There you go. All you need to do now then is splice that out and
Yes, sir.
basically, you know, in your producing-y sort of thing that you do, and,
Yes, sir.
and just send it on to him and say, look, you know, not only did he write me this letter, he even voiced it over.
Even voice, yeah, man, I did a video.
Have some of that. That's all I'm saying.
Have some of that. Hell yeah.
1 second. There we go. So, yeah, that was that bit done.
Most excellent.
Oh, brill. So we are, where are we time-wise? It's 20 minutes past 8. It is Sunday evening. We are playing music and talking nonsense, which is what we say on our tagline. So we're doing all the things we said that we would do.
Fulfilled every last promise that we made.
Absolutely. We have a whopping 3 people watching us on one of the feeds. I'm clicking on it to try and get onto it, and my computer is going, no.
Computer says now.
I can't possibly do this. No.
Little Britain.
If you are watching and you make yourself known, you know, stick a, I don't know, comment down, you know, say hello.
Ooh.
It's that simple. I mean, look, I'm going to do it because look, hello.
You can even say their name as bribery.
Yes. Well, it doesn't tell me who's there actually, so I don't have that at this moment in time, which is disappointing.
Welcome to life, young man. Jedi warrior.
Talk funny, me do.
Life is disappointing. Do you see it now?
Oh dear.
Thought you would be happy, eh?
So anyway, bat in the kitchen. What you gonna do? There's a bat in the kitchen. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna take that bat and I'm gonna roast it too. I'm gonna take that bat and gonna roast it too.
The bat might have rabies, so I better get it out. The bat might have rabies. So
No vegans allowed in my kitchen.
I'm gonna get my bat and then I'll hit the bat.
If American bat or the English version of the bat. And they're both done differently to the same bat.
I think Sony's trying to ring you as well, by the way.
Yes, she is. I'm live and enjoying myself.
Ah, dear. What do we got here? Someone's put, I feel myself changing. I don't laugh the same anymore. I don't smile the same or talk the same. I'm so tired of everything, mentally. And then I thought, punctuation is really important, so...
Yes, it is.
I feel myself changing. I don't laugh the same anymore. I don't smile the same or even talk the same. I'm so tired of everything mentally. So there we go. That's another way of reading the exact same sentence.
The time is called disillusionment. The reality strikes 101.
What else have we got going on?
Well, I could say to that little comment, what, your wife pregnant again? I didn't learn the first time, did you?
Except it was a female who posted it.
Well, pregnant again? Don't like your hubby, huh?
Yeah, so, oh yeah, don't take stuff so seriously. Remember, you are here. And there's a picture of the Milky Way. And then an arrow pointing to the left of the Milky Way.
Yeah, that makes me feel a whole lot better to actually visualize how alone you are.
How about this game? What's in a glass of milk? This kind of freaked me out a little bit earlier.
Cow pus.
Oh, yes, but loads of it.
Dude, I don't drink milk years, bro. I'm telling you, man, it's a glass of cow pus.
135 million pus cells. It also includes blood and feces. And then
no surprise to me, sorry.
And then here's the stuff which is being added to it. Up to 20 painkillers, antibiotics, and growth hormones.
Oh, especially growth hormone. Yeah, of course.
What else? Bacteria and pathogens.
The good stuff.
Well, they do try, don't they?
Of course.
There's actually a track I've got in the mix, Matt. It's called Bad Man. It's coming up next. I don't know if you...
By Capleton or what's his name?
It's by Sunnery James and Ryan McCardio and Dinah something or other.
I know Capleton has a Bad Man, and I did it to Run DMC, if I'm not mistaken. It was pretty cool.
It's Run DMC and Jam Master J.
Yeah, but to Sucker MC, because that's like the legend, you know. Came up pretty cool. Dance hall, they call the music.
Yeah. I'm
right.
I'm familiar.
I'm with it.
You're down with the kids.
Yeah.
I don't know whose kids, but you know.
Not mine. That's for sure, man.
Oh, blimey, they changed everything. Right, my dog is whining in the background.
Really? So tell us, how do you feel?
Yeah, live on air right now. A dog. Let's see, let's just...
Listen, that would be almost as good as like the fish slapping an interview with the dog.
Very true. Tell me, can you hear music?
Yeah.
This is your new theme tune. It's got a ragga flow to it.
All these sweet booty girl them raise them hands up. DJ bring back the thing there. See them dance up. Make them grind up. Booties wine up. No for girl in that.
Well, there you go. That's
there you go.
A little snippet for you.
See, I kind of knew it would be that kind of style just by the name.
Bad man.
Yeah, yep.
I'm such a bad man.
I like Capleton. He did a good job on. He also has Nice, good. I like it.
Yeah, it's got a good vibe to it. And I've actually found the audio settings on Skype, so hooray. Because I just went into the go and
it's
changed it.
more or less basically what I got, you know.
What else is in milk then? IGF-1, which is a bovine growth hormone, which contributes to diabetes risk, hormonal imbalance, immune system damage, early puberty, and cancer.
As does the plastic it is served in, okay? So, like, you know, it's like you got a horrible cocktail of almost everything that they can sell you, because it's not a cow. It's not a cow. It's like you know, you see all these shows on restaurants and bars and stuff like that, and they'll never talk about it as food. It's always as a product. And as long as you think about it as a product, anything goes. But when it becomes food, then you got a problem with actually looking at what you're shoveling in your pie hole.
Crazy stuff. But there you go.
Yep. I'm not surprised by milk. Yes. Glass of pus. Yes. Yes. Unfortunately. I'm sure if you had a cow, well, if you had room for the cow, right, what you would take out of that cow would be like 1,000 times better
could you
than
not,
anything you could get in a store.
Is a cow
no matter how
having a cow?
Is
it a bit like having like your own vegetable gardens? You can go out and like cut off a leg and then it'll grow back. Because that'd be awesome. Absolutely
the Black
awesome.
Knight wouldn't have been squirming around the ground if it worked like that. But it's okay. It's okay. I'll bite you to death.
Yeah, I will have a steak. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And so the cow doesn't look very healthy at the moment. It's been led on its side all day. Oh.
Yeah, right. It can't move. It needs a wheelchair to get around.
It can't move.
Yeah, move, and it's an utter mess. Boom.
Brilliant stuff. Oh, Zena Christie, trance DJ, has been doing her little bit of trancey DJing stuff. So if you're into Psy trance, she's a one to follow and check out from time to time. She also has really crazy eyes. And we met her on Vibe, Maz. I don't know if you realise who she is, but
okay, now I was thinking like Vibe.
Yeah. So she was here
with all them listeners that we have there.
69 billion thousand, the last count.
Man.
Yes. Many of them are the same person, though. I've learned. So.
Dashing our illusions straight away.
Yeah. Who knows? They just keep pressing the old refresh key on the listening thing. So.
Yeah, it's the monkey. It's the monkey in the background.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lee's okay. So he's. I'm going to give him a quick wave actually.
Beep beep.
A quick wave on Facebook to Lee. Hello, Lee.
Beep beep. How do you like the ride, man?
Yeah. Because of course we are streaming into Vibe at the moment.
Yes, we always do.
Yeah.
One way or another, generally.
Yeah. Whites killed the Indian. Okay, brilliant. That's not very nice. There's some random stuff on here.
Going down your page.
Yeah, I'm in the depths now.
The Facebook page of the obscene.
Yeah, it's just like, whoa, what's going on?
I didn't want to know.
Yeah. Baby-faced people playing chess on a naked woman.
Oh, that's always good. It's better than eating sushi.
Well, you say that, but of course the thing is that some of the pieces look like they might fall off at any moment because the terrain is a bit bumpy.
Just don't make her laugh.
Yes, it just would work. Well, that looks like a decent track. We'll pop that one on in a second. Boom Shakalaka Lack by Diego Miranda, Mr. Black, and The Chemist, spelled with a K. So it's either really cool or
not. Yeah.
Or it's somebody who can't spell.
Well, that dyslexia.
Yeah. So Chemist with a K. Yeah. That's the way it is. Track, as I say, called Boom Shakalak. Lag. Yeah, there's more than one lack in there, so I don't know.
Lacky.
Oh, bedroom DJs, not the bedroom DJs you know, but bedroom DJs you know who go online and scream down a microphone.
Oh, the good ones.
Oh yeah, they're still going out there. And as soon as one dies, another one creates.
And one takes his place, starts screaming
place.
again.
It's like some kind of weird alien takeover, you know?
I think maybe they're just trying to talk to each other and their ears don't work. I mean, could be.
I'm sorry, I've just seen a video of WTF is going on, and there's a person playing the keyboard, and it looks like, I don't know, they're torn between playing the keyboard and being constipated, and
that's been known to happen.
And is she from another dimension? Yes, she very well could be. Actually, yeah, she's tripping balls, I have to say. I'm going to share the link with you. How do I share the link?
A good tripping balls link is always appreciated.
Copy link address. Oh yeah. Can I just share it with you? No, because for some reason I can't. Let me just try one more thing.
Put it in my box.
I am doing so as we speak. I wonder if you can see it. This is from one of the groups I am a member of, which is always an interesting group. It's the group it actually names the Alien UFO Sightings.
Oh, those lovely people.
Yeah, so they're not as wacky as Flat Earthers, but equally, some of them have a sense of humor, and some of them are like deadly serious all the time. It's like, yeah, it's the reptilians. Reptilians run everything. Whoa, okay. And then there's another guy the other day who basically was in a really bad photoshopped picture.
I gotta join the group here. What I do for you now?
You'll love this group.
Don't tell me I'm not your friend.
Look.
I joined the group.
You'll love this group. This group are great.
A group full of lunatics. Oh, now I need permission to join the group.
Oh, is it?
From somebody.
Oh, wow. Well, good luck, because they're going to see your. They're going to see your profile,
see me and they're like,
They're going to look at your profile and just go, nope, nope.
He's not an alien.
Can I? Hang on. Can I share this myself? Hang on. Share. Just let me share with you so you can just see it.
Okay. Well, I still wouldn't want to be a member of any group that would have me as a member.
I could put it on my timeline actually. So I'm just going to do that. There you go. Yeah, okay, so if you search me out on the internet,
gotcha.
Real DJ Joker, that's where you'll find us. On Facebook and Twitter, and also Instagram, where I think I put a picture of my tea up this morning. Because that's what you're supposed to do on Instagram. You're supposed to Instagram your food.
Food.
And any exercise you do. That's the two things that you have to do.
That's the rule.
I didn't know it was a rule, but it is.
You have been educated.
Yep, that's right. And sometimes I'll put up like those things that sort of say, you know, everything happens for a reason and stuff like that.
Not just because.
Yeah.
There's a reason. Nobody can tell you what it is, but there is, just to make you feel extra bad.
Yeah, exactly. So that's that is the
wow,
the world.
This chick is doing some hardcore drugs, I'm telling you. Wow.
There is something, not quite right with her, is there?
The music is speaking to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it's saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Intense.
I mean, we talk about dance face, that there is a thing called dance face. And people do pull faces when they're dancing, and that's fine. This person is performing. It looks like a halftime show, doesn't it, Maz? By the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like a sporting event halftime show.
Yeah, and I'm sure that this person is well into what they do.
Certainly looks like it.
But yeah, maybe a little too much into it.
Yeah, it was that speedball that she did before the show, kind of like.
Oh dear. And apparently, according to Amazon, I can purchase a P-bone, which is a plastic trombone with mouthpiece and bag. So
wow.
I never realized I needed one right until now.
You know what? I can believe that, because nobody ever told you that you needed one.
I'll tell you what, though, for £85 they can keep the fucking thing.
Yeah. Not even as a prop.
Yeah. I mean, do I need one? No.
No.
Oh, that's
now,
brilliant.
where's that duct tape or WD-40?
Oh, please let somebody have done a write-up on this. Please let someone have done a write-up. Oh, they're rubbish. Absolute rubbish. What is this like for staying in tune, especially outdoors? I played in brass bands for 30-odd years as a euphonium player, mainly.
Euphonium?
Hey, shut up. I used to play the euphonium. Do you know what a euphonium is?
I have no idea, but does it call UFOs?
Here we go. It is a small tuba. It's the thing that's like smaller than a tuba, basically, but it's the same kind of shape. But this person, there you go. See, now you've learned something. Get in. There's another story behind that. I'll bring up the speed with anyway. So
did the bear play also? That's
this is how this man talks. I've played in brass bands for 30-odd years. I was a euphonium player, mainly and I swapped to a trombone a couple of years ago. I find the pibone doesn't alter tuning as much with temperature as my brass trombone does. That was it. That was the answer to the question. So the story behind my euphonium playing. Okay, I didn't wake up one day and go, "Hey man, rock and roll! Everybody needs to hear me on my euphonium." Never happened. So,
but a euphonium, I'll tell you, like at the start of this, it sounds absolutely way cooler than a tuba would or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely. Basically, I changed schools in my secondary years, and I was learning to play the guitar, and then we swapped schools, and they didn't do this.
This is AB, not PB, right?
Yeah.
Pre-bear or after bear?
This is way after bear.
Okay, all right. Rock and roll.
Yeah, this is AB. Yeah. So swap schools, and for a while I was allowed to continue to teach myself, basically, because nobody else did that sort of thing.
All right.
And then they were like, do you know what? You can't really go and do your own thing. You've got to be part of the band. So you think, oh, the band. Yeah.
In school.
The brass band. Not my scene at all.
Oh, I could totally agree with you.
And, you know, it just... I've got great respect for people who do that sort of thing, but it just was not the thing that I was interested in.
The soul-crushing experience of being in a band. Yes.
Yeah, and then. But the beautiful thing is, you get to take it home to practice. Oh, brilliant! My neighbours loved me. Now, instead of hearing me on my guitar, which to be fair, I was pretty good at that point anyway. Now it was. And that was pretty much what I did when I went home.
You still got the lips. Now I understand why you're still married. It's cool, brother. Cool, but see how things that you learn as a child, you could use them in like your grown-up life, and that would be like the one.
Well, the thing is,
it's not the math and it's not the geography.
I can pick up any tubular-shaped object and get a sound out of it.
You don't want to say that. You don't want to say that. Very cool. Very cool.
Anyway, there's another story for you. See, they're all good ones, aren't they? Really.
Yes, but I can totally relate to your experience in being a school band.
Yeah.
Because I did much the same kind of thing, and it was like a professional music school that I had to be in the band, and it was like, you're kidding me. This is like not. This is too painful. It's not supposed to be like this.
And do you know there's a film actually. Oscar drama film. I should bring it up like a Google. Whiplash. If you get a chance, watch a film called Whiplash. Because if you have experienced the brass band type thing, you will not just brass band, but you know.
There you go. That was what I was gonna say. Because there was no brass. There was a lot of ass and a big ass cello that they could bury you in the case.
So basically, the premise of this film is kid is at this very high profile music school, and he wants to be the world's best drummer, and he's pretty good. But in order to get
not after school,
but apparently he's got to be really, really good. You know the guy from Spider-Man who plays J. Jonah Jameson, you know, give me more virtue as a Spider-Man. That man.
Yeah, the original one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. Yeah, the original Jonah Jameson guy.
That's what I always hit you with the JJ, because in like Mad Magazine they used to do like a spoof on Spider-Man. It used to be JJ, and you got JJ. So comic book name, man.
It is without a doubt. It's one of those things. Years ago, there was a competition to meet Stan Lee, and if he liked you, he'd turn you into a superhero. And I always thought if I entered that, I'd win, because all of his comic book people were Peter Parker, Bruce Banner, Reed Richards, Susan Storm.
Flame on!
Oh dear. So anyway, Whiplash. If you've not seen it, look it up. 2014 is the year. Really, really good film. And do you know, if you've got a bit of a musical background, or you like anything about the way music is made, this film will blow you away. Absolutely blew me away. And I ended up watching it twice. And I
Whiplash, 3 gigabytes, 2 seeds, 1 leecher.
Well,
yes.
I don't know what any of those things you're saying mean. But
available at
you can buy it from Amazon and all good DVD stores.
And freely downloadable for your perusal and approval at Kick-Ass Torrents.
Which is not
the right way to do things.
It's not even slightly endorsed by my half of the show whatsoever.
Yes, Mazanga's full endorsement.
But do watch it. I mean, that's I don't usually go out of my way to kind of go, hey, you should watch this film, but I really think you should, and I think you'll like a lot of the references in the film.
I will have it in a few minutes.
Right, okay. I know what you're doing
tonight.
Quicker
than Amazon.
I know what you're doing tonight, because I know you're not doing a show tonight because you have PC problems, but I know what else you might be doing.
This will help me pass the time for sure, and I just hope it doesn't give me flashbacks.
No, honestly, it's just one of those. It's a really, really good film. Academy nomination. It got
taken and accepted. If it's recommended by the one and only award-winning DJ Joker, then it's a must-see.
Yeah. So it's really good. That's all you need to know.
Especially being freely available on kickassports.com.
Stop it! Stop it! There. So Krypton by Omet Ozcan is what we're listening to in the background, and up next is Ryoni by Eddie Soul Beats, which is a great name, Eddie Soul Beats.
Yes, but it leads you into expectations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, man, this better be good with that kind of name.
Yeah, otherwise we will be very disappointed.
Exactly.
Very disappointed. So, right, what do we got then? So, there we go. That's my recommended film for you at the moment. There will be more. We should do that more often as well.
How did you get going with Preacher? I heard, got a note that you were really enjoying it.
Yeah, I am absolutely up to date with it. I mean, they haven't even made the next episode now. That's how up to date I am. I caught up within minutes, days, I don't know, however long it happened.
I love you, man.
And I have to say, it was a little bit slow starting. Then
very different,
and then I absolutely loved the vampire guy Cassidy.
Yes, he's one of my favorites. Yes,
and then you that whole story arc of his son, and you're just like, oh wow. And then season 3 they take it up another notch in the world of vampire, and that's great. And then you've got the religious aspects of it, and there's just so much
goes
good
searching
stuff.
For his soul.
Yeah.
And the 127th clone of Jesus. Absolutely hilarious.
Are you completely up to date with it?
What do you think?
So did it not make you giggle when he set free all of the Jesuses, and then they're just like walking into lampposts and being run over and stuff?
It didn't surprise me at all, and it reminded me of like a really old video game too.
Lemmings.
Yeah, just all over the place. Yeah, it's totally legitimate. But no hat.
Yeah, just walking around, and I thought brilliant.
I enjoy also the Hair Star character is very well done too.
Oh yes, and do you know what? I watched the Churchill film the other day, the Darkest Day, the Longest Day. I can't really remember what it's called. Something
like that. One of his sayings goes like that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So it's really good. Gary Oldman actually plays
And if I was any kind of producer, I'd like have that already in the link in your box. But you know, hey, the less they know the truth, the better I am.
But yes, so yeah, well, basically in the film, the actor who plays that guy is also in this film, and he's got that same kind of mannerism about him. He's just very, very good.
Yes, he is very good. Because again, like you, I watch and see, and what does he do in something else? To see how the actor kind of works. Yeah. And very good job. He's well practiced. I'm sure he did a lot of theater work in the way he is, and the way he produces his craft is he doesn't mess around.
I mean, I think I'm right in thinking he is British anyway,
See, this is a cue to the producer and me is go find Hair Star. Who the hell is he? Yes.
Yeah, precisely. And but I've got the Darkest Hour. It's the Darkest Hour is the name of the film. But Gary Oldman in that plays Churchill, and the makeup alone is incredible. And yet the story. I did a mix a while ago, and I basically sampled Churchill's speech, and I did Firestarter over the top of it or something. And so basically it leads up to, that's the crescendo of the film. That's the speech that he gives. It kind of gets us all kind of rattled and stuff. And leading up to it, and it's just really, really good. So but of course the thing is, it's one of those, it probably won't mean anything to Americans, because they'll watch it and go, stupid Brits.
Well, again, it all depends on what the expectations are, but I always kind of like the British. They're less stupefying. They're things that are taken for granted that it totally makes sense, instead of having to have the explanation given to you why this makes sense.
Yeah, no, precisely. But Gary Oldman did get the Academy Award for Best Actor. So there you go.
I know how those awards go. Somebody has to pay money for you to be thought of. It's like a lottery kind of thing. Pip Torrens is his name. And Pip Torrens was born on June 2nd, 1960. In Bromley, Kent, England. He is an actor known for Pride and Prejudice, Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Tomorrow Never Dies, Sequel Bio Below.
I love that though, because when you click into these things and you go, hang on a second, what did he play in that film?
Yeah.
I know that film. So it's like, okay, and now I've got to go back and try and work out, who was he? What role did
from
he?
what I can see, he's done a lot of the classical kind of television in Britain, like
and you
back in the 1700s, 18, the era.
And you've gleaned that. You've gleaned that from the fact he's wearing a top hat. That's how you've arrived at that.
I'm looking at the list of his credits. I can read a little bit. I mean, otherwise I couldn't download the shows. You know what I mean? You have to be able to read a little bit. But I'm gonna have to go to IMDb now and just try and work out what on earth did he play in the Star Wars film. Okay, I'll get the Star Wars, or it's probably not under Star Wars. It's probably whatever they call it.
So what's he done? He's done
The Force Awakens.
He was Colonel Kaplan. See, I'm faster at this than you. Colonel Kaplan is the character.
And my fingers are worn out already, man. I'm old. Yeah. They're youngsters pushing in the line.
He also is going to play Colonel Hattie in Mowgli. So that's coming up.
Interesting
to see, isn't it? So, but
but I would like to see Hair Star in Mowgli. That would be hilarious.
Do you know, just as a complete, just off on the tangent here, he actually was on the Lenny Henry show in 1987 for 6 episodes as PC Monkhouse.
There you go. I saw the Lenny Henry. I like it. It used to be pretty funny.
So he must have what I would suggest is a comedy streak about him.
Looks like a real all-around kind of actor dude who likes to work.
Damn right. He's been on the bill.
Good for him though, but you can tell. You could seriously tell the levels are so different. It's not funny.
Yeah, no, he is without a doubt a fantastic actor. But then, do you know what? Not to take anything away from the show, because it is something.
Oh, absolutely.
It just there's just so many things going on. It's just brilliant. There's just so
The
much.
best part was like the Dalmatian and God. That's like the most hilarious part ever. Yeah, it's really cool on a whole lot of levels.
Yeah, no, really, really good. I don't know where they're going to take it. I was kind of expecting him to go back home at some point, or, you know.
Oh, they'll get there. It's the long way around, let's call it. You know, it's not the express.
And I mean, Eugene. I mean, just absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he should get an award for just being an actor, just by himself. Surely. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, the Eugene Award.
He does, because of course he's forced to act with his eyes. So he can't use his face in a true sense. So it's all.
But I get here, one of the creators, Seth Rogen, is so he's like absolutely the most hilarious freaking dude, and he is the comedy background. So again, yeah. I mean, just from the name, I know who that guy is. The other guys, I don't know.
No, not at all. And I think I don't know what else Joe Gilligan has been in, but he's the guy who plays Cassidy. But he's been in a few things by the looks of it. So
Yep.
probably things I've watched as well, actually, looking at it.
I'm sure there are a couple in there that do work, and I recognize them from other either movies or series or whatever.
So
but again, it has to be a really cool something for me to watch it, and this I'm like, yeah, that's all right, man.
So in answer to your question, which is am I enjoying it? Yes is the answer. I am very much enjoying it.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And new episode tomorrow. So brilliant.
Yeah, don't tell me, because I'll probably. Well, I don't know. We'll see when it comes available on the network.
Yes. on Amazon Prime, you mean? Yes, that's right.
Yes. Amazon Prime, Kickoutstorrent.com.
Did you just sneeze?
It was a frog in my throat.
And you know, because we're on a film journey now. Guess what I watched today? Or actually, guess what I started watching yesterday and ended up finishing today.
Oh, something short, I would guess. I don't know. Because I mean, either it was like really cool and you didn't say anything about it, or it was over and done with.
I happened to fall across Schindler's List. It's on one hand one of the most depressing films you'll ever watch, and on the other hand one of the most reaffirming films for human nature.
Yeah.
And people who, no matter what, still try to do good.
Well, this is like, I'm sure why they made a movie out of it. It's a compelling story, and
it is. I mean, there's a particularly pertinent scene towards the end where, you know, the war is over and happy days, you're all saved, and you think, oh, that's really nice. And then he says, I could have sold my badge, and I could have got another person. And then if I'd have sold the car, I could easily have got another 3 or 4 people. And he was more concerned with that than anything else. And I've been avoiding the film for years, and it was just kind of, do you know what? I can probably get away with watching this. And I did, and I had to watch it in 2 halves because it is a long bloody film.
Well, it is, yeah.
3
But
hours.
I'm sure they also, in the length of the movie, wanted to exhibit something of like how long is long. You know what I mean? It's also something else as a subtext running a movie that's a long movie.
There was at the very end they have the actors who played the people who were in the film, because of course it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
Go to Schindler's grave basically. And he saved 1,100 people, I think is the sort of figure, of which there are something like 6,000 descendants now, thanks to the fact that he obviously saved lives. It was really quite sweet to kind of see, like, you know, the child actors, with the sort of very old people visiting. And doing that. So yeah, like I said, exceptionally depressing film.
Pushes the point home though.
Exceptionally long film, but absolutely brilliant performances by Liam Neeson, and what's his name? Somebody Finns. I can't remember his name, but he played Voldemort in Harry Potter.
No, I didn't see any Harry Potter. Sorry.
See, do you know
Not my kind of a thing, young man.
No, and do you know what? I would never said it was mine either, but do you know what? You went through this process of 7 films over the years, and you just couldn't help but get involved and want to watch it. But there you go, film time with DJ Joker and Maz right now on copyradio.net. Because this way Sony can't kick us off the internet. Whilst I'm singing to Bad by David Guetta and Showtek featuring Vassi.
The way it should be done.
The way it should be done. So yeah, all good really. So yeah, I'm open to other suggestions for TV series, but I've got quite a bit to catch up on at the moment. Have you watched the one with the dragons and the people and what's that called? Game of Thrones?
No, I don't know. No. I tried to when it came out. I was like, you must be fucking kidding me.
People keep telling me I have to watch it. It's the best thing since sliced bread, and being that sliced bread is pretty impressive. That's quite
pretty freaking. Yep, yes, it is.
It's pretty freaking good. We can get away with a fricking every now and again.
There you go. I'm working on it. See. Don't tell me I didn't. You ask and I don't listen.
Yes.
See, I'm attempting.
Yeah, which is all good. Let's try that as well. So I don't know what else is coming up in the world, but there we go. So you've got PC problems. You've got to go and fix those as well.
Yes, I do. I've been incurring quite a few problems with the old system.
I need to get back on track with doing updates and making my computers work when they're supposed to. That would be good.
Well, you got the time. I'm available for a little tech update too.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it's very easy to cure that update thing.
Yeah.
Because you just okay, automatic. No, you just check a checkbox and it will solve many of your problems. And you'll be, there are updates. Well, I'll wait to the end of the week when it's convenient for me. And you just get the critical ones because the other stuff you just get in trouble.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
And all it is 2 checkbox in your update thingy.
Yeah.
And that should solve a lot. And then again, we could run a little tech inspection of your startup list and all that kind of junk starts up.
I think one of the problems for me is that the computers themselves hate me, and I think that's got a lot. You should
only be so lucky. I've had hateful computers in the past, but I haven't treated them very well either, so I can understand it. But I noticed a big difference in what I do use to throw the video out is if I shut off like almost everything that it wants to run, then I could hit maybe 2 streams. And if the stuff is not shut off, I can only handle 1 out, and I get into trouble even doing that sometimes. So it's pretty simple to make your box work a lot better for what you need it for. Well, to be honest,
we are literally in the last 25 seconds of the show. Okay. So I think at this point in this junction, I should be saying to everyone, good evening and thank you for listening. It has been a great deal of fun having Mazanga Von Badman on with me. As I said to him earlier, get on Skype for shits and giggles, and he said, sure.
Always in for a good time of shits and giggles with the one and only award-winning DJ Joker.
So catch us here next week, 7 p.m. on copyradio.net. We'll be playing more dance music and talking more nonsense. In the meantime, have a great week, and we'll catch you here this time next week. Bye for now.